Hello friends, Will here. Welcome to the Skate Oasis. Today I'm going to show you one of my all-time favorite tricks. It's fun and easy and has a ton of old school flair, the Beanplant. Let's take a look. I would classify this trick as low difficulty and low risk.
Life's a risk, carnal.
Meaning that you can learn it at any point in your skateboarding journey. Whether you're a beginner or an advanced skater, you don't even need to know how to ollie. You should be comfortable riding around on your board, doing cavemans, tail drops, and other throwdowns. All of these supplemental moves will help you get more comfortable faster learning this trick. So what is a Beanplant anyways? So the Beanplant is a foot plant trick where you grab the heel side of your board with your lead hand through your legs, pop your foot off, jump into the air with your board, and land back on. It's very similar to its cousins, the boneless and the fast plant. And it is a perfect entry-level trick to get you into the foot plant club. It can be performed on flat ground, off drops, on banks, pretty much anywhere your heart desires. Your imagination, environment, and creativity are the only limits on where you can perform this trick. So the Beanplant is performed by bending down, grabbing the heel side of your board with your lead hand between your legs, pivoting your front foot off, popping the board into the air, jumping on it, and rolling away. Easy enough, right? So the Beanplant can be performed with an early grab, a late grab, a nose grab, or with a backside grab. Now, in my opinion, the backside grab, early grab version is the easiest to learn and most approachable version of this trick. So that's the one that we're going to be looking at today. Let's check it out. The foot position for the Beanplant is like this. Back foot on the tail in the pocket. Front foot on the bolt at an angle with your heel hanging off. I cannot stress how important it is to hang your heel off the board, because when we pop this trick, we're going to be pivoting at the heel to get the front foot off, not lifting and stepping off the board. This snaps the board up much, much easier, and trust me, this is the secret sauce to learning Beanplants, bonelesses, and no complies. So the Beanplant can be broken down into two major stages: the pop and the drop. Now, to perform the pop, stand on your board with your feet in the position that we talked about. Bend down and grab the heel side of your board between your legs. Once you have the grab, pivot the front foot at the heel off the board and onto the ground. This will cause the board to pop up off the ground. Practice this move a few times, steadily increasing the height as you get more comfortable. This part of the trick does require some significant flexibility. If you're having difficulty getting down and holding this position, then I would recommend body weight squats with your heels on the ground. And generally just doing a lot of sets and reps of this until it starts to feel more comfortable and until you can feel your lower body loosen up. Practice this until it feels natural and smooth. Step 2 of the Beanplant, the drop, involves jumping from that top position back onto your board and hopefully rolling away. Make sure you're really comfortable with the pop before you move on to this. Trust me, it'll help a ton. So to begin working on this, pop the board into your hand and spend some time practicing up on one foot in this position. This will make learning the full trick much easier. So once you feel comfortable balancing in this position, it's time to work on actually jumping back on the board. snap the board up and hold it to a low, medium height. And once you're ready, jump off of your planted foot, pulling your board underneath you, letting go of it with your hand, and stepping back on the board. This can be really intimidating, but like everything in skateboarding, practice, practice, practice.
It's easy to sum it up. We're talking about practice.
As you're jumping, you're thinking about your foot going into position where your hand was. The more you practice it, the better. So now that we've worked on both the pop and the drop, it's time to put them together. Start trying to put it together in one motion, standing still. Once you're comfortable doing that, start doing it at low speeds, doing it at medium speeds. Progressively, you can increase the speed at which you're comfortable doing the bean on flat ground. If you're having difficulty at this step putting it together, I would take a few steps back and go back to working on the fundamentals of your foot position, the pop, and the drop. An important thing to note, the faster you're moving, the further forward you're going to have to jump to catch up with your board, so keep that in mind. Now, once you feel comfortable doing the bean plant on flat ground, the next logical step is to take it to a small bank. So approach the bank with medium speed, and before you completely stop, do the same steps, do your pop and do your drop, but in between them, you're going to twist your shoulders down the ramp. Your board will follow your shoulders, so make sure that you're leading with your shoulders through the turn. And once you have them on a small bank, you can take the same skill set, add a little bit of courage and a little bit more speed, and you can take them to a bigger bank. Here are some other really fun variations of the bean plant. Of course, we have flat ground, off a ledge, over an obstacle, onto an obstacle, into a bank, on a bank to fakie, on a bank back to regular, out of a grind. You can do a bean plant to tail stall on a curb or on a manual pad or a ledge. Bean plant varial. A bean plant 360 varial finger flip. You can do this trick, which I really love, the Space Invader. And this next trick, which I love even more, the Vegan Ninja, which is like a bean plant to tail Russian boneless out.
A big karate kick. Jump.
There's tons of variations with this trick. Your environment and your creativity will lead the way, so follow your heart. Let's talk about some common issues that you might have with the bean plant. The board isn't popping or it's not popping well. Make sure that you're using the correct foot position and that you are pivoting your front foot off the board, not stepping. Stepping off messes up the mechanics of this trick and messes up your weight distribution. It's bad news, so don't even bother learning it that way. Difficulty with the drop. The drop is the most intimidating part of this trick. Jumping back on it is where your commitment really has to be on point. There's really no other way around it. Work at it, dig deep, find your courage, practice, practice. Not getting very much height. This is a really common issue as well. Luckily, there's a few things you can do to alleviate this. So the bean plant is really a one-footed jump. So we want to think about and approach this trick like we are jumping. So make sure you're bending down at the knees to effectively load up for the jump. And when you pop, bring your board up and stand tall with a straight back. There's a few moves you can work on that will really help this. I would recommend working on some plyometric, aka jump training exercises, jumping rope, squat jumps, and doing 1- and 2-footed box jumps. All of these moves help train your fast twitch muscles in your legs and will make you a faster and better jumper, which will make you a better bean planter. Now, if you have any other issues whatsoever, please leave me a comment. I would love to give you some insight. So that's the bean plant, everybody. Get out there, learn it, and have fun with it. If you have any other tricks that you would like to see me do a trick tip on, please leave me a comment down below. I would love to help out. In fact, leave me a comment about anything. I would love to hear from you. Thank you all very much for watching. I will be back soon with another video. And in the meantime, you can click up here to watch another video, and you can click down here to subscribe to the channel, and make sure to hit that bell icon down below so that you never miss a video. Till next time, I've been Will. You've all been amazing. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll shred you later. Bye.